Yo, yo. Ooh, 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 ooh. All right, y'all, what's good? Listen, it's kind of cold in here, so I got this hood on, but let me see if I can make it through, because that shit was bogging me down. All right, y'all. What's going on? What's going on, everybody? Come on into the room. Let's talk, let's talk, let's talk. It's time to get into some things. All right, hold on, hold on. I want to make sure everybody is here. Hello, welcome. So listen, if you guys are returning subscribers, then you guys know how this goes. Some shit might fuck up, some shit might shut down, some shit might stop working, but we will get through the show. Now, if you are new, welcome and hello.
Hello, motherfucker.
Yes, welcome. And by the end of the show, hopefully you will consider subscribing to the channel. Okay, just don't look at it. You know, come on and join the squad, the B&B squad. You know. By the way, you can find your merchandise at thearmandwigginshow.com. Okay, so listen. The people have been blowing me up all day. Listen, I was busy. I was busy today. I've been running around like crazy. Super, super tired. But I could not let the day pass without talking about this Bow Wow elevator situation. And, you know, because I was getting DM'd by everybody. Because they like, it started last night at like 2 o'clock in the morning. You know what I mean? And I'm leaving an event and it's 2 o'clock in the morning and I'm getting Bow Wow, TMZ. Like, yeah, Armand, see, Bow Wow started it. See, everybody's telling me, oh, Armand, you were going hard for Bow Wow. You going hard for Bow Wow. You know, he started it. He started. Listen. Listen, Linda, listen. I'm still going hard for Bow Wow. I still feel like she started it. Period. I am. I feel like she started it. I do. But first, let me acknowledge that he did seem very aggressive. And he seemed irritated. And she seemed calm. Now, I can't play the footage here because that's exclusively to TMZ, and they will flag my shit if I play them. You know, TMZ, they don't play over there, and I'm not going to play them games with TMZ either, okay? So, okay, so let me set the scene. They're in the elevator. You could see Bow Wow like reaching. It looks like she had his keys, like she was driving. Bow Wow was obviously a little drunk, but she looked inebriated too. And he was frustrated. So much so, like he kind of got in her face and looked like he was saying like, what's up? You know, and then it also looked like he walked up on her. The part that got me is when he kind of took off his jacket. Like, I felt like he was doing too much there because he was kind of like, you know, you got me fucked up. Like, he looked like he wanted some smoke with her. And she was very, 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 very calm. She was very, very calm. And I think in her mind, she was like, wow, I'm really going to have to whoop this nigga's ass because it's getting a little bit too far. It's going too far. But I still feel as though she was too calm. She had already pissed him off. Like, I feel like it was on the car ride or right before they got in the elevator. She said something. Remember where she said, she called him a bitch ass nigga? I feel like she called him a bitch ass nigga before they got into that elevator. I don't know if it was in the car or on the way because he was complaining. Remember, the whole fight started because she allegedly was flirting and entertaining some man. Now, the man is allegedly Shaquille O'Neal. So allegedly she was all in his face, flirting with Shaquille O'Neal, all over Shaquille O'Neal. Bow Wow did not like it. They left. They clearly have been arguing the whole way to the apartment, okay? Now, the energy that Bow Wow gave me in the car, he did give it like he was ready for some smoke, but the reason why he was that upset, like, she obviously did something or said something. Why would he need to snatch her key? Why would he snatch his keys? You know he has that little man syndrome. So he had to prove that it's his keys, it's his house. He was talking big shit to her because they probably was throwing insults and low blows the whole time. So, you know, she probably broke his ass down from leaving the party all the way up until they got in that elevator. And I'm going to be real with you. Again, women know how to break a man down and have a man, especially when you got a man like Bow Wow, who's already insecure about his size. And he's already insecure because you're clearly flirting and entertaining another man. And then you go tell him he's a bitch ass nigga, he broke, maybe his dick ain't good, and you know what I'm saying? Like he ain't really popping like that. Anyway, you know, she probably did the Bow Wow challenge on his ass before they got into the elevator. So he want to flex his muscle. You know, like, you know, what's up, bitch? You ain't nothing. Like he popping his shit now because she probably broke his ass all the way down. She was way too calm in that elevator. She did something to provoke him. He didn't just get in that elevator and just start beating in her face. If that was the case, if he was just going to be fucking her up like that and he was in that elevator, he'd have just hit her. He would have hit her. If he was that, but the way that he was in her face was kind of like she had said some shit. That's why he was like, you got me fucked up. Like, what's up? Like, and that's probably when she was like, you a bitch ass nigga, I'll beat your ass. Like, she probably was talking big shit to him the whole ride. That's why he snatched his keys. There would be no reason to snatch his keys. She said something from getting out of the car to getting in that elevator. Like, she popped off. Listen, y'all can think what y'all want to think. She definitely set that energy out there because if he was just going to be just beating her, he wouldn't even have to say anything. He would have just beat her ass in the car, or he would have been beating her in the elevator. He didn't look like he was worried about any cameras, and she didn't look like she was that afraid. She didn't look like she had been abused at all. Now, once she probably set him off, did it stop? No. He probably got in her face a little bit more and then it went left. But I definitely think she still started that wholeheartedly. She started that. I don't give a fuck what y'all say. Just because the surveillance camera shows that he snatched his keys and was like popping his shit. I know that the only reason why he was flexing like that is because she said some very below the belt shit. She said one of those, listen, she said one of those things that really cut deep. And he wanted to let her know, like, bitch, you ain't shit without me. Like, that's how he felt. So he flexed on her. And then, but once that level was crossed, period, a fight was definitely going to happen. Because once you start trading insult for insult and low blow for low blow, you know, who knows what happened from there. He probably told her pussy ain't shit. Then she probably told him he ain't got no dick. Like, and it just probably went, then they just probably started fighting. Now, come on now. Let's not act like y'all don't know what the fuck be going on. So all I know is I still feel like she started the fight. I don't feel like he hit her first. I definitely don't feel like he hit her first. I don't feel like he hit her first. Because if he was going to hit her, he would have hit her in that elevator. I don't think he hit her first. If he was just that willy-nilly whooping her ass, he would have hit her in the elevator. And don't say it was because of the friends. The friend was there because the friend was there during the whole fight. If he was going to hit her, he would have hit her already. He would have at least hit her in the car, or he would have hit her in the elevator. There would be no reason to wait all the way till you get inside the house to hit her. They had been in the car together. He ain't hit her. They just got in the elevator. He snatched his keys. But if he was going to hit her when he like bucked up at her, he should have just hit her. Like he would have just hit her. There's no way in hell that she whooped his ass and it was just strictly his fault. That's not realistic. That's not even real life, y'all. Like that's not real life. That's not real life. So let's see. Let's open up the lines, because I know everybody is like, (563-999-3658). Let's see. Let's get into it. We got people. We had somebody on here already. 706-0011. You're live on the air. Hello? 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 Okay, well, they was not ready. So, listen, I know y'all think that because of what you've seen on the surveillance, like she was super innocent or whatever the case may be, but to me, that doesn't make it innocent. I feel as though there was something definitely leading up to that elevator situation. And no matter what, the proof is out that she definitely whooped his ass. Okay? She definitely whooped his ass. He didn't whoop her ass. He didn't whoop her ass. Let's really talk about it, okay? So let me know what y'all think. Hey, shout out to everybody that's in the comments. Somebody said he knows that there's cameras in the elevator. I feel like she knew it was cameras in the elevator. I feel like she knew. I don't feel like he knew. I don't feel like he cared. She knew that it was cameras in the elevator. So that's why she chilled. She was very calculated. Listen, a girl of the industry is very calculated. They're very aware of their surroundings and how to maneuver. I believe she knew. Just like I believe she knew to go back and call 911 and have a 911 recorded call. Where's the first call to 911 when the police came? Oh, where's the first call? I would love to hear what the first call sounded like. But she called 911 after she left, but he held her hostage in the room. Like, some of that still is not adding up to me. It's still not adding up to me. Oh, wow. Okay, so y'all want to talk now. All right, let's get into some things. 414-1395. You're live on the air. Hello?
Hello?
Yes.
Okay, I feel like if okay, this is how I feel. I feel like if he was mentally angry and he, if he wanted to do that, he would have did it anywhere. So I feel like like you said, I feel like she really calmed down in the elevator because she knew that the camera's there, and if she did that, it would have messed up her whole future of calling 911. Because how you gonna call 911? You was just beating up on him in the elevator. So if he was really that angry where he would have japped out and did all this mess, he would have did it in the elevator, in the hallway, wherever, just off of his anger. And I feel like really, I feel like it was her. I feel like she really had this planned out in her mind to basically kind of use him. And how do I put it? I feel like, honestly, with Bow Wow, there's been a lot of relationships with him. I mean, we've had Erica Mena, we've had everybody. It's just like, I feel like it's kind of more of she thought she could feed off of the clout more, and maybe she thinks she could do something different with it. And so I guess maybe she didn't see it was working and tried to put that, like, okay, well, let's make it go viral or something. Because I feel like she knows how to go viral, if we're being honest. Like, she posts pictures all day and does this stuff. So she knows how to go viral. So I feel like her situation was she was trying to get that to go viral and also mess up kind of his career to forward her career more because she's trying to do music now.
Right. And not to mention, too, because I left this out. People, for a nigga to want to run up the way, because people are saying he did it, he was very aggressive. For him to take off his jacket, and if you look at his face, if you look at his face, I feel like she could have popped him in the car.
He looked real angry, as if like she was just going off on him
either
until they got to the elevator, and maybe
either she was saying some like below the belt shit, or she secretly put her hands on him already. That's why he was in her face, like the way that he was in her face was like she did something to him.
She had to say, like, she probably really, like, just went off, like, real bad. And maybe she, you never know. He probably could have been going through something. Like, the scratches that he has on his face probably it looks bad. We don't see no evidence really from her being marked up. That's just a picture of her basically with no makeup on.
But, and also, the thing is, she was too calm in the elevator. Like, she had done or said what she was going to say.
I didn't like how the phone call went. I feel like in an argument, if I'm arguing, say if I was arguing with you and it's an argument, if I don't know there's cameras anywhere, if I don't care, if I'm angry, and it's not like a clout situation, it's not like a clout chasing situation, I would probably go off. I don't know if cameras around, but if I know it's a camera around and I know that if I call later and say, oh my God, this person beat on me, then it's not going to work because they're going to look at the footage and be like, okay, she just beat this person up. He just beat this person up. You see, it's not going to work. So I feel like she kind of mentally planned that out in her head because she knew what was going to go down. She thought that she would basically get to know.
Well, all right. Well, thank you, Carly. We got to move on. We got to take some more callers.
All right.
Bye. Okay, let's move on. All right. 917-1660. You're live on the air.
Hey, Armand.
Hey, what's going on?
Hello?
Yes.
Okay, so let's just get into it. KIYOMI gives me vibes like, if you see her on Growing Up Hip Hop, the way she acts, she's one of those Southern type of girls that'll mush a nigga real quick.
Yes.
Especially if that nigga's shorter than her. She's the type of girl that's like, I don't respect you, nigga. Like, what are you doing for me today? Type of thing. So I'm not buying this whole let me call 911 now after the fact. Like, she looked really unbothered, and it looked like she was just trying to figure out a way, like, in her head real quick, like, let me just try to figure out how I could finagle this and finesse this in my favor.
Right.
Because, and also, too, like, I think they both have their little violent tiffs behind the scenes, and it just probably went a little bit too far this time, but they probably both play too much,
Yeah.
And then it just got taken to the next level. But also, let's also be clear, Bow Wow has a tendency to pick bitches who are crazy, who are not mentally stable, who are looking for come up, and that's the same type of vibe that he gets off in the industry, period.
Yes.
Like, he's always kind of trying to like come up on stuff. So, it serves him right to catch that karma. He caught a few little hands from her and caught a few nails, and that's what his face looked like. But I don't think they should be running to the authorities talking about, oh, this, that, and the third happened to me. Like, y'all know this is the part that y'all played in this, and that's the end of the story. Point blank, period.
I agree. I definitely feel like And I feel like she probably mushed him somewhere along the lines of somewhere between the car and the elevator. Like she definitely did something to him.
No, she got some mushes in there
before. Yeah, because first of all, they're not gonna leave the club in anger and just be calm all the way to the fucking. No, they were arguing the whole ride. So people are looking at this elevator.
And she was making her little.
People are looking at this elevator incident. It's like, oh, Bow Wow provoked her. That nigga was already like heated, like mad, and like he wasn't just talking like regular shit. Like she did some shit to make him feel like, bitch, like what? Like it was like he was enraged and she was calm. They weren't.
And also, put into perspective this. This is also somebody who is a celebrity.
Yes.
So if his chick is not one, he knows how to say certain things that'll piss her off just enough that nobody else is going to hear. But he knows it's going to get her together, and he can get away with it until they get by themselves. So I think he was popping some shit off to the side, like, okay, bitch, I got you. And she was like, okay, nigga, you think you met your match, so let's see how this goes. And it didn't go right. Basically, it just didn't go right. And that his little slick comments, she wasn't going to take it no more. So she probably was talking all types of crazy shit. And it just went back and forth. And to be quite honest, they shouldn't have been together from a long time ago. I think they're just both addicted to being in toxic kind of situations, unfortunately. So it is what it is. But, that's all I got to say.
Thank you.
All right. Have a good night.
You too. All right. 706-0011. You're live on the air. Okay. 702-7002. You're live on the air. I like that number.
Bless. Good evening. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm wonderful. Okay, so I just gotta keep it 100 all of this.
Okay.
Okay, from beginning to where we are now.
Okay.
First of all, I'm just gonna say one thing. I'm a survivor of domestic violence.
Okay.
And this don't have nothing to do with domestic violence. I'm keeping it 100.
Okay.
She disrespected that man at a celebrity event and was jocking another man in front of him. She disrespected him, first of all, at an event. Moving forward, it started in the elevator. Yes, I'm agreeing with you. He was heated when he got in the elevator.
Right.
She put her hands on him, and I agree with the other caller because she's absolutely right. His mama told her to leave, to leave her alone. Everybody was like, leave her alone. She was acting like this man was her husband, and they ain't even got a year in.
Right.
You feel me? Like, I mean, come on. You expecting this man to, not cheat on you, number one, which he never did in the beginning. He never cheated on her. He never stepped outside of nothing until she started acting crazy and accusing. When you accuse somebody of doing something, they're going to eventually do it. So at the end of the day, she made all this up.
Ooh.
Number one, because if he was really beating her ass, you understand what I'm saying? He would have got her in the event, not even giving a shit who's around, if he was that type of man. And there are some men that are out there. They will pop you at the light. You understand what I'm saying? That's those type of men out there that won't care if they're a celebrity. They don't care. You disrespecting them in front of everybody.
Right.
And she's not the type of woman that can handle that type of celebrity anyway. And from the gate, she can't even handle that.
And I personally feel like if there was any exchanges of blows, it was definitely from her to him in the car. Because if you've seen the video,
definitely.
Not a hair was out of place, not a piece of clothing.
Nope.
She did not look like she had been physically attacked at all. But the calm,
she got with him.
Yeah, but no, how calm she was, how calm that didn't happen until later. How calm she was, though, she was either already like saying some very fucked up stuff. Like, you got to remember, she said one of the statements that was made is she called him a bitch ass nigga. I think the bitch ass nigga, that didn't happen when they're fighting in the apartment. The bitch ass nigga comment either happened in the car or right before they got into the elevator. And so that's why he started flexing like, I'm a bitch ass nigga. Bitch, give me my keys. This is my keys, bitch. You drove my car. Like, that's some shit I would do and take my shit. Like, give me my shit. You calling me a bitch ass nigga? You in the next nigga face, but you coming to my house. Bitch, give me my keys. Bitch, give me my car. You get what I'm saying? Like, get these shit out your motherfucking hand. I would do the same thing. I would have done the same fucking thing. That does not mean that I'm
like,
putting
bitch, Uber.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
Get out of here. Like, bitch, you're about to
Uber
go.
It.
And remember in the article, he was telling her that she had to go. I don't think she was liked being told that she had to get out. She did not want to leave initially because he was telling her she got to get her shit and get the fuck out. So,
and then also too, he tries to leave, and she's one of those in your face type females. And with Bow Wow's temperament, he don't need that type of woman. That's like pouring gasoline on a fire. That's toxic. Just like the other person said, it's toxic for him. He needs somebody that's going to uplift him and teach him how to calm that anger down, opposed to accelerate it. And she accelerates it. So that's not good for either one of them.
No.
Because at the end of the day, if she fabricated this story, it's going to even make it worse for her. And the industry is not going to fuck with her anyway.
Yep.
Bow Wow got too much clout in the industry. It's not going to happen. They going to shelf her, whatever she do.
That's very, very true. I just feel like there was an eeriness in how non-bothered she was in that elevator, because that shows me a person who already did they damage. Now you done pissed this man off, so now you chilling. Because if y'all was really arguing and you felt some kind of way, why was she so calm? She knew she fucked up. She knew, like, she got him to the point of rage. Like, she wanted that reaction. She pissed. She made him
She
mad.
wanted that rage.
She got what she wanted.
Yep, and she feels. And can I say this real quick?
Yes.
I think she feels if a man, she's the type of female that if a man gets mad to that point of aggression, okay, that means he loves her or that means he cares for her. And she got that fucked up. She got that fucked up. Because I don't know if you remember, okay, when he was at the bar and he was talking to his homeboys about what happened when they had the first altercation, she put her hands on him in that altercation. So this is not the first time this has happened. It's not the first time. She put her hands on him before. And he was like, she started swinging on me. And like, I didn't know what I was going to do, you know, because he's not used to no female swinging on him like that. Besides probably Erica Mena. Because she that type of female too.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, it's just he needs a woman that's going to calm that anger down and not escalate that button, because everybody has that button. And sometimes that button you can't control. You don't know what somebody's going through in this world. That's why we got so much tragedy going on. You can't fuck with people. I hate to say it like that, but we are in a time right now, you can't fuck with people. And now she's fucking up his brand.
Yeah.
Oh, you're a woman beater now. I mean, come on. Come on now. Yeah. Come on.
Well, thank you, caller.
I mean, this is crazy. Thank you, love. Have a blessed day.
You too. All right, let's take another call. Private caller, you're live on the air.
What's up, Rosanna?
Hey, what's going on? What you got?
I actually was saying, I haven't even seen the elevator scene. I'll have to go check that out. But just the way that he was, you know, all bruised up, you can kind of tell that the aggressor had to be hurt. But when I was saying, like, before, okay, if they were at this event and all of this went down to where he's like, give me my keys, that should have been the time when they just parted ways. Somebody come get her and you just go your way. You know what I'm saying? Because them being celebrities, like, you know, yeah, they'll have some extra something, but I'm coming from the point of, like, you know, actual real people when you get into situations like this. And that's the time when you just split apart, like, you do you and I'm going here. You know what I mean? Where you don't allow that escalation to happen, because there's too much that can happen within that time. And, like, he really isn't the aggressor in this situation, but he's going to take on more of, you know, the whole blamed for the situation just because she's a woman, and if you said that she was pretty much in that elevator seeming docile and he's seeming all whacked out and crazy, well, you know that's the picture that they're going to paint.
Right. So let me give you a bit of what the elevator looks like, because a lot of people, their minds changed because, so in the elevator it was Bow Wow, it was her, and it was Bow Wow's friend. They walk in the elevator. Bow Wow is pissed. You can see like fucking red coming from his head. And he's like grabbing his keys, but she wasn't kind of giving the keys up, but he was like grabbing his keys out of her hand, and she was just kind of like nonchalantly like there, like while he snatched the keys out of her hand. Then he walked up in her face and was like you got me fucked up, but he like walked up on her, and then he walked out of her face, and because she was just kind of like standing there like, you know, like she didn't want no issues. Then the friend was just standing there as well. Then he walked back. Then he kind of like act like he took off his jacket and walked back in her face. And then they walked off of the elevator. So that's why people think that he provoked her, because at that point he was in her face like, you know, pop off. But I feel as though in order for someone to be that upset, where the friend wasn't trying to hold him back and she wasn't even arguing back, she was completely dead set, playing like nonchalant, like unbothered. She had already done something to get him that upset. Like, you wouldn't be that calm in the midst of an argument if you hadn't already provoked this man and took him over the edge. Either she said some low blow shit or she hit him. And he was in her face like, because she already like big faced him. I feel as though she already put her hands on him.
I think she panicked when she was like, okay, that's it, like, go, because that's part of it too.
Yeah.
Like, that's where the whole domestic, you know, issue comes into, where he's like, all right, go, get out of here. And she was like, I'm not going anywhere, because she called the police from the location.
Right.
And that's why I'm saying too, like, you know, even if people are, because this is not normal, I also want to say, like, you know, if you're with somebody who hits on you, even here and there, get mad, that's not normal. You shouldn't be with somebody like that. If they feel that they can disrespect you to a point to put their hands on you, that's not a relationship to be in. That's not normal. Something's wrong with that. You know, you both need to work on the situation of what will make you feel that you got the right to put your hands on somebody, because that you don't. Mm-hmm. But in that same sense, if that's the situation that you're in, well, probably both of you don't go call the police. But what if a neighbor? Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's all kinds of ways you can get caught up. What if a neighbor goes and calls, and then the neighbor says what they saw? You know what I'm saying? Like, there's too many ways that you can get caught up in situations where you literally have this on your record for some crazy fuck shit. It's not worth risking it, because once that's on your record, it ain't coming off. It's gonna be on there. It follows you for life. So if the neighbor calls and the neighbor's like, well, this is what I saw, what I heard, now there's a case. Even if you don't want to press charges, you know what I'm saying? Like, the city's gonna do it. You know?
Yeah.
So from that whole regular standpoint, like, just don't put yourself in situations like this. Stay out of situations like this. And I also want to say, you know, no man should put his hands on a woman at any time. But sometimes there might just be that grimy woman who's done something to you to where, no, she needs, you know, to be dealt with. And should that happen, I'm not advocating this, but should that happen, no, it's not the guy that needs to do that. But that's where, you know, you end up being like, we're going to call Pookie, Ray Ray, and Keisha, tell the family to hit the block and let them know where to meet you. You know what I'm saying? You get somebody else to deal with that. You don't do it. But if that has to happen, you know it has to happen. You know what I'm saying?
Heard that.
But don't put yourself into where you put yourself in the situation. But if you have to do that, that's how you do it.
Well, you said a mouthful, me. She thank you. Make sure you go check out the elevator video, and we'll talk again on like a freestyle day. All right, boo. I just can't play it because it's copywritten by TMZ, and they don't be playing.
You know, I get all the information from you, so now that you told me, I will be going to check it on out.
Okay, go ahead.
Love you.
Love you too. Bye. All right, 903-7929. You're live on the air.
Hello?
Yes.
Okay, so how I feel is, first, I kind of feel like
you got to turn me down in the background.
Oh, I'm sorry. Hold on. Okay, is that better?
Yes.
So I kind of feel like you kind of excusing what he did, because, I mean, I still don't see why he had to do all that shit, like taking off his jacket, walking up in her face, doing all that extra shit like that. Now, we don't know what she did in the car or if she actually did do anything in the car. But he did a lot in the elevator, and to me, he looked weak as fuck. Like, don't like he just looked stupid taking off his jacket and like bucking up to a female like what like I don't know. So we don't really know what happened in the car. So I don't really know, like, you know what I'm saying?
I agree, but
it just seemed like
I feel like that was more of a like, and by all means, of course it was trash, but I feel like even as a man, I have to honestly look at myself. I feel like that was more of an ego thing, and I feel like he was really like, his ego was bruised either by a combination of things. First of all, he already felt disrespected that she was even in another man's face. He's only 4 or 5 feet tall. You know, he has that little man's syndrome. Who knows? She called him a bitch ass nigga at some point. You know what I mean? So at this point, she's flirting with another nigga. She had already called him a bitch ass nigga. So he feels disrespected on so many levels. So now he's flexing on her. These are my keys, bitch. Give me my keys. This is my shit. You're nothing without me, bitch. I'm Bow Wow. Who are you? Like, he's flexing on her at that point because,
like, I understand that. Like, no, I understand that part because I feel like I low-key feel like anybody would do that. Like, don't do that. Like, taking the keys, I feel like he could have stopped there, though. Like, all the extra stuff. Like, I feel like he should have been thinking of what's the dude who beat his wife up in the elevator and in the video ended up coming. He should have been thinking about that shit right there.
Yeah, but are you really going to be thinking about that when you drunk? And you drunk as shit. And a person done broke you down. That's just like me telling you I'm dating you and we talking. I'm like, yo, you ain't shit. You a weak ass bitch. Like, your sister look better than you anyway. And da da da. And I'm in your shit. And you drunk. You just gonna just chill. You not gonna start telling me how I got you fucked up. Like, that's not real life. Like, we gotta understand that she provoked him to be that upset. She did. He would not be that fucking upset in the elevator for no reason.
Yeah, I mean, I understand everything you're saying. It's still just, I don't really know how to feel about it. It's just like, to me, it's like they should have been broke up, like his mama said. It's just really, to me, he just looked weak as fuck, running up on her like that and shit. Like, and the friend in the elevator, I feel like he should have said something or stepped in between them or something like that because Bow Wow just looked really dumb. And now, no matter how we feel, now it looked like he was the aggressor.
Yeah.
So regardless, it seemed like he's gonna be the one to get in trouble. He's gonna be the one in trouble because it looked like he started it all. Now we don't know, but there's no surveillance in the car. So to whoever's investigating it, the elevator was the beginning.
I agree. I mean,
that's what it's gonna look like now.
But see, what's interesting is you have the elevator, but then you also have the pictures of his face. Because if he was just so much the aggressor, why do he look like the one that got fucked up?
And yeah, we still have yet to figure out that mystery. And the call to the police.
And then the call to the police don't even make no sense.
He was punching me in places. He was punching me in places that you wouldn't believe. Me and my boyfriend was like, so what, he was punching in your pussy, bitch? Like, where was he punching you? Like, in your armpit? Like, what the fuck? What the fuck was he doing?
Because he obviously wasn't punching you in your goddamn face, bitch. Clearly.
Like, so, you're right. I mean, I understand what you're saying. I still just kind of feel a little way.
Like, he definitely looked corny, but we all know Bow Wow is corny. The nigga lies about flights and money. So, like, we know that. Bow Wow's corny. Like, Bow Wow's a cornball. We know he looks stupid. Like, he definitely looks stupid. But the tabloids and the blogs and social media and the people, they're not talking about, him looking stupid. They're saying that he provoked her into beating him up like that. And that is what I'm saying I don't believe. They're basically saying that he started the fight between them two. And I don't believe he started the fight based off the footage that was in the elevator. Just because he was upset does not mean that he started that fight.
That's true. So
there's a lot of people that really throw the rock and hide their hand.
I feel like they're both at fault to me. Like, they should have been done, threw the towel in and just said, fuck it. But like I said, the call to the police, it was stupid. So I can't really pick a side. But from looking at what I looked at he looks stupid as fuck, and the police or whoever investigating it gonna say, like, to me, it's gonna end up being in her favor just from that. But that was all I had to say.
All right, thank you.
See you later. See you later.
All right, 706-0011. You're live on the air.
Hey, Armand.
Hey, what's going on?
I'm sorry, you called me like 2 times, and I was just out of it. But, yes, y'all make sure y'all subscribe and y'all like the fuck 706 in the building.
Yes.
Columbus. But, yes, let's get into some things.
Yes, let's get into some things.
See, I done got hit on before, you know, but I'm just not finna let no nigga just hit me, like, no. But I definitely think Bow Wow probably, like, you know, hit her, like, pushed her or something, but it wasn't, like, nothing too serious, which, you know, I gotta give him props on that. But, yeah, she fucked him up, like, tried to buy a plug out his ass. Like, was she hungry? Did she eat? Like, but I just wanted to ask you, do you think that he put his hands on her?
I definitely do feel like he put his hands on her. I don't think he put his hands on her first. I don't think he hit her first. I think he might have told her. I think he might have called her a bitch, and I think he might have called her a hoe, and I think he might have called her a groupie, and I think he might have said she ain't shit. I think he might have called her a bunch of those things to her face, and she was like, fuck it, and like she hit his ass.
That is like, I don't even know. But yes, I'm glad to be like a first time caller. This is my first time calling in.
Okay.
And I've been subscribed to you for a little minute. So yes, I enjoy your channel.
Thank you.
And I will be getting me some merch soon.
Yes, please do, because this merchandise is going out of and once it's gone, it's gone. So.
And I have a question. Are you dropping any Valentine's Day merch?
No, not no Valentine's Day merch. I'm not even finna lie to y'all.
Okay, well, all right. It was nice talking to you. Make sure y'all subscribe and y'all like.
All right, thank you.
The video, share to the best YouTube channel.
Bye.
Bye.
She's cute. Thank you. That would have been a good idea. I wasn't even thinking about Valentine's Day merch. We're not all really lovey-dovey here, you know. Fuck that shit. We talking about ass whooping. Okay, let's take a few more calls and then we're gonna wrap on up. All right, call it 347-3324. You're live on the air.
Well, hey, Armand.
Hey, how are you?
Hello, motherfucker.
I am doing wonderful. I am definitely one of your regular subscribers. I listen to you every day or every time you're on the air.
Wow.
In regards to this Bow Wow situation, I don't know what you guys are thinking, but I definitely think that Bow Wow is the aggressor.
Really?
Yes, I do. Bow Wow is the aggressor. He has little man syndrome, and he is definitely the aggressor.
Okay.
What took place is she probably did some foul stuff. She probably did. I'm pretty sure she did. But what took place is he got offended, and he didn't know how to handle it like a man. And so he dealt with it like a little boy. Bow wow, boy, boy, bow wow, boy, boy.
So what you think what do you think happened? You think he hit her?
I think personally that she was definitely wrong. But I think that he was the aggressor physically. Yeah, so I do think that he hit her. I think he hit her and she tore his ass up.
When do you think he hit? Like, okay, so you just think that based off the elevator scene, you feel as though that like he just went and he just what, slapped her?
Nah, like she said, if you listen to her on the 911 call, what she said, he hit me and he said he was gonna hit me in spots that nobody would believe. He punched her. He probably kicked her. He probably did a whole bunch of stuff. And the reason why I feel that way is because I've been there. That's what they do.
Let me tell you
when
something.
They don't want nobody to know that this is what they do.
But let me tell you something. If you don't think, first of all, there is surveillance footage out, okay, at this point.
We're not talking about the
Hold on. There is a 911 call that has been leaked. There is Little Bow Wow showing images of his body parts where he was beat up at. And this girl has been arrested too. So my whole thing is, you don't think by now that the pictures of where he punched her in places we would never believe would be out? If he just whooped her ass like that, where are the marks?
Do you think that every time you get hit, there's a mark?
From the way that she described it.
Do you think that every time you get hit, there's a mark? That's not true.
From the way she described it, it should be a mark. It should be.
No, I'm sorry. That's not accurate. You can be hit. I've been hit, and there's no mark. There's soreness. There's pain there, but there's no mark. I believe he hit her. I believe that he has little man syndrome. I believe that she did something to make him go to that space, but I also believe that there's more to the story. It's a whole bunch more to this story. We haven't even touched the ground. We haven't even touched the surface of what really took place in this story. But I can definitely assure you, just based off of knowledge of men like that, he's so insecure with himself that I know that more took place.
I'm just trying. You feel like he kicked her? How did he kick her? Like, I'm interested to know.
Well, I didn't say for sure. I just said he could have kicked her, he could have punched her, whatever it is. The point that I'm trying to make is that don't think for 1 second that he is all the way right and she is all the way wrong.
Okay.
Impossible. Not acceptable. Don't even make sense.
All right. I heard that. Thank you, baby.
All
right, we're going to continue. Well, I want you to continue. We're going to continue developing this story and continue talking about this. So if some new details.
Because we can't condemn that man. We can't condemn that man because we're not exactly 100% sure, but at the same time, we can't condemn her either. I think that they both play equal parts in the bullshit. They both equally yoked when it comes to the bullshit, but the difference is that he's a man and she's a female. And no matter what, he had no right to be doing what he did to her. And it is not shown physically on her because he scratched her. He ain't gonna do that. He ain't no punk. He punched her.
Okay. Thank you.
All right now.
All right. So, well, Bow Wow has apparently Bruce Lee and Chung Lee the fuck out of her. Let's take another caller. 586-0225. Hello?
Yeah. I ain't even calling about the Bow Wow shopping. I'm calling from Detroit, and I'm just repping for Detroit. Fuck Bow Wow and fuck Ohio, and I think you cute.
Okay, thank you, caller.
So that's all I wanted to say.
Thank you, caller. But Bow Wow. So you don't think that Bow Wow? Okay. 952-2227. You're live on the air.
Hey, Armand.
Hey.
Hi, I was calling to talk about the Bow Wow situation.
Okay, good.
And I want to talk about it because I am an investigator. No, I'm just playing, not for real, but I am. I got 5 sisters, y'all. I really got 7. But I got 5 sisters, and I'm going to tell you something. When that video, before the video came out, when the pictures came out, I was like, get the crap out of like all the pictures, not just the mugshot. I'm talking about when Bow Wow loaded all the pictures up. When you looking at the pictures, y'all, if you looking at his face and how his face is scratched, he is being scratched from the back. Not only do I got 5 sisters, but I'm a woman too. Like, she had to literally be standing behind him to scratch him in such a manner. Because when you see the cuts under his eye where her nail went into his skin, it's dug in, meaning you couldn't do that from the front. You can't scratch somebody like that from the front. I don't care what angle you is, whatever. She had to be behind him, like stopping him from leaving, like one of the possessive-ass chicks. I know, because I got 5 sisters.
Okay.
But anyways, when you look at the video in the elevator, check this out. Let's think about relationships, Armand.
Okay.
We both been in relationships, right?
Right.
She got his key. Like, she had his key the whole time, Armand.
Right.
Like, she had his key from when they left the house that morning, that afternoon, whenever the fuck they left the house. Like, she's been the key holder. That's the relationship they got. Like, we all know that Bow Wow is what people consider a lame, which is a good nigga. Let's remember one facts that we do know. Mm-hmm. He is close to his mama. He's a mama's boy, right? Mm-hmm. So mama's boys really don't be on that beat down women stuff. We've never heard Bow Wow touch any woman. He's been with the likes of Erica Mena. And I'm sure she done smacked the shit out of him one day.
Right.
You know, we have never heard him ever putting his hands on somebody. Now, we know that Bow Wow is overdramatic. He'll snap out, call the scene, but that nigga ain't doing no real gangster shit, beating up bitches, punching out niggas. Like, we talking about Bow Wow.
Okay.
For real. Like, he's been a star since he was a little kid.
Uh-huh.
So we should have been heard something about him. And people is missing that. Now, look at her. She ain't got a scratch, and that was a good point you made, Armand, was that she ain't got a scratch on her. Look at the bite mark on his side.
Uh-huh.
Her teeth went inside of him.
Uh-huh.
What dude from the streets or any dude that hit women, her ass socket would have been gone. When somebody biting you on your side, I'm talking about he should have elbowed. You know what I mean? If he was really fighting her, she would at least have a black eye. You see what I'm saying? Because she bit him for a minute to penetrate his skin. And for her to come up out of that with no scar, people have got to be like, we got to use our common sense. Whether it's Bow Wow or Pookie down the street. If she came out there with no scar, she ain't even got a scratch. Not even an offensive wound from him, a defensive wound from him. Like trying to get her from stop biting him. You know when somebody biting you. Come on now. I mean, it's just too many facts that don't even need to be spoken for us to have some common sense here. She planned it. She knew the relationship was over. Whatever happened that night, that chick knew that Bow Wow was done. And then what she said was, I got to, profit off of this. There's so many stories about celebrities doing things to women that she thought this was her boat to get on. And she got on it, and it ain't working. And then everybody mad because ain't nobody believe in a woman. And I got fast. Let me say this again. And I'm a woman. Mm-hmm. Anytime I see some shit that looks fraudulent, I'm going to say something. It ain't enough people standing up for our black men. Our black men already going to jail for nothing. Nothing. And you're going to let another woman mess with a celebrity because he got money and say, they doing it too much. Calling the police, talking about he did this, he did that, and they getting hundreds of thousands of dollars. Mm-hmm. From men that ain't done nothing to them, but they want to fuck them again. You see what I'm saying? Because imagine being a broke bitch, a nobody, fucking with a celebrity, right? And this nigga done with you. He done put you on TV, bitch. He already gave you your star, but you so stuck on him, bitch, that you can't even see he already put you on. You a somebody now. We ain't talking about the likes of you. We even know your name, bitch, because we see you on TV every Thursday. But this man don't want to be with you no more. So now it's time, no, you ain't going to leave me like that. I know too many women, and I know too many women done played this game too many times, and for her not to have one scratch, even a little scratch.
She got a little scratch. She got a little.
But he grinned.
She got a little scratch on her. She got a little scratch.
But that was a defensive scratch. Like, bitch, get off me. Like, you know, like a scratch ain't enough, bitch.
I think her scratch is one of those, like, he was, like, moving her off him. Like, she definitely wasn't getting punched.
But if he was being real nice to her, though, for real. Because, I know you've been bit before. We've been kids, motherfuckers been biting, whatever. When somebody bites you, as hard as she bit him in the side, that is already a sensitive spot on your side because people barely touch her. You know, other than sexually, don't nobody touch your waist and all that. So when she bit him right there, her teeth went through. You see her teeth marks in him to where he was bleeding out of two spots. Must have been her front teeth. But anyway, a normal reaction would be get off me, or you just get stiff, right? Mm-hmm. But they fighting. So this ain't no dog bite where you get stiff scared and, you know, he would have been hitting her face right there. He could have elbowed her, anything. That ain't realistic. What she did to him was wrong. She scratched that boy's face up. She bit him. Like, all them bruises he got, that is so bogus. No, I don't want it to be the other way around. But I would think, because they get into a lot of fights like we see on TV, and she's normally the one that starts the fight. Like, walking off and saying he cheating on her and she in the same room with him, bitch, you psychotic. And you need to get it together. Because if I'm in the same room with my nigga and I see a bitch talking to my nigga, guess where I'm at? Over there with him and that bitch.
Ooh.
But instead, she want to call scene. Went on the show. That's what she do every time. They be in a room, you know, him being a celebrity, he mingling, talking to people, bitches running up on him. He ain't kissing these hoes or none of that. She in the same room with him and this bitch running out, taking his house keys like she always got them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Pulling that goofy shit. And that's what happened that night. He got tired of that goofy shit. And you see how she was controlling the key. Like, he gonna do what she say in the elevator.
Because she wasn't even really letting the key go. She wasn't even letting it go.
No,
she was fighting back.
To get the key from her.
Yes.
Yes. Because when she walked in, she had it. She was swinging in his face, and I think she was saying something to the dude that was with him. Like, she was snapping on dude that was with him.
Listen, this is how it started. I'm telling you, they was in that car, right? And the shit didn't really take off until they got to the elevator, because I feel like everything was cool when they was in the car, because Bow Wow probably didn't even realize that, you know, she had the keys to the apartment or whatever, or to the car, because she could have been driving. But they was probably arguing back and forth or talking about.
Yeah, she could have been, because they probably been drinking.
Yeah, so in my mind, they were talking about what happened, what had transpired. They probably was going back and forth and arguing and kind of like couples do in the car. Then she said some fuck shit, because he was probably like, are you seriously entertaining these niggas, these celebrity niggas? Like, what is you doing? Like, and she was like, why are you tripping? Why are you being jealous? You a weak ass, you a bitch ass nigga. So he did hit her with, so I'm a bitch ass nigga. I'm a bitch ass nigga, but you got keys to my house. Give me my shit. This is my shit.
Yeah.
So that's when that whole thing started. And then she probably was taunting him like, oh, I'm not giving you a motherfucking thing. And he probably like, you gonna give me my keys, bitch. That's when he probably called her a bitch. And so they arguing. She was like, you a weak ass nigga. She probably called him some fuck shit. So at this point, now he's trying to prove that he ain't no weak ass nigga. So now he gonna get his keys from you. He probably gonna walk up in your face, call you a bitch, tell you you got him fucked up, all that shit. And you could tell he was just talking shit. He was responding to what she had did and said to him before they got on the elevator.
But check this out. Even Motel tell on how I know the bitch lying is because when she did the police call.
Yes.
What bitch you know that just was in an all-out fight with a motherfucker gonna say, he told me when nobody gonna believe me.
Yeah.
Bitch, if you get beat up and you call the police, why the fuck you telling the police the police on the phone, not the police in your presence, but the police on the phone, that ain't nobody gonna believe
Why would you
That's
say
because you know you're lying.
Why would you say at the end of the call, yeah, it's just a little like domestic violence? What?
A little.
It's like domestic violence. Like, girl, what? What are you talking about? Like, what? Like,
who says that word when they been fighting?
Right.
I've been like, this nigga hit me. We just got into a fight. I need y'all to come help. She wasn't even crying.
Right.
She was so calm. Wherever that bitch was, talking about she outside.
She was in the,
bitch,
she was in the car. She
of,
was like, oh, yeah, he wouldn't let me leave.
But that's crazy because you just got away. Why you ain't drive to the police station? What? Why you, like, you should be in a hurry of fight. Bitch, I done been into too many fights. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like, ain't nobody finna be in no fight with no man. And they holding you in a room. They done held you captive. And you so calm, though, calling the police. I done been scared for my life. Like, these dudes got me locked in a room. They wouldn't let me out. They had my phone. How you get your phone back?
Right.
That's what I want to know. Why you ain't calling us from a pay phone? How you get your phone back? Oh, you bitch Bow Wow up, beat him in his face and ran out the house. That's what you did.
All right.
Because he a little nigga. And I ain't talking about size. I'm talking about him just in his life. He ain't never had to deal with no street stuff. He ain't never had to deal. This boy been a celebrity since he was a teeny toddler. What makes you think he was the first chick he hit?
Right.
The first chick? Like, child stars is crazy. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Bow Wow.
All right, caller. Thank you so much. We got to move on. We got to move on. I love you so much, baby. I love you so much. We got to move on, okay?
Love you too.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
All right. Yes, we get into some things. There's a lot going on. Like, I think it could have been a few situations, you guys. So I'm going to be following this story, and I know you guys are going to be following it with me and for me. So shout out to the super chat. When you guys hear that like that, that means I've just gotten a super chat. And if I don't like to cut the people off that's talking, so I'm trying to find a way not to be rude, but I want to always acknowledge people that contribute to the growth of this channel. So when I let off an air horn like that, I just want to let you know that that's for you. All right, so with that being said, listen, we're going to get on out of here. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Come visit us on Wednesdays that Armand listens to your music live. It's the music competition that's going to change the game, I'm telling you. Also, if you would like to submit your music, we have Artists of the Month. We have top artists. And we will be showcasing them on our website. So make sure you keep checking back to the ArmandWigginsShow.com to check up the music updates to the website. We have our featured artist, Mocahontas, on the website. So once that goes live, you'll be able to check that out. It's going to be going live here very, very soon. So make sure you guys check that out. Get your merchandise at theArmandWigginsShow.com. Also, submit your music. If you know any artists, any singers, rappers, things like that want to get their music out there, submit your music, and we are listening to music every Wednesday for the battle of top artists, okay? Now, with that being said, I'm finna get on out of here. We had a good discussion tonight. Let's get ready for the Grammys. If you guys are catching the replay, make sure you guys subscribe so you guys can get the shit when it goes live. And if you got your notifications late, unsubscribe and resubscribe, click the notification bell, then click the options tab and select notify for all notifications, okay? So you can get all the notifications. Now, with that being said, we are going to wrap up. If you guys did not...
Thank you for using Blog Talk Radio. Goodbye.
If you did not make it on the call this time, make sure you guys save the number. For next time, the number is 563-999-3658. Be the first one on the line so we make sure that your call is heard, okay? Ooh, that was a lot, y'all. That was a lot, but I wish Bow Wow and KIYOMI the best of luck. I'm not really sure what to make of this whole situation, but I would like to see if she has any more marks. I would like to see what new information comes forward with this situation. And honestly, guys, domestic violence is not good on any behalf, especially when you're mixing it with alcohol and drugs and emotions. It's just not good. So if you feel like you're in a situation to where, you know, you're aggressor or your partner's aggressor, you might want to rethink being in that relationship because obviously something isn't working. If you guys have tried it and you're still finding yourself fighting and arguing and being physical, it's better to move on before it gets to be something like this, you know, because a lot of people, you know, die or get injured in these domestic situations. So I don't want that to happen to anyone that supports or follows this channel, okay? So if you can hear me and I'm touching your ears right now, if you're in any kind of domestic situation, get out. All right. Now, really, now I gotta go. Okay? I gotta go. Bye.
We are recording live from a secret location.